Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today we are here with a most awaited video of this year, most required video for next year, and the most detailed video. Whatever still 2024 yearly horoscopes you have watched on YouTube or any other platform, this is the most detailed one month. You know Akashji's nature, how he prepared things. So let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada, and let's have a look on this. Thank you, Namaskar Akashji, and thank you
Namaskar,
before
Rohitji.
because
Namaskar.
I know this is very detailed.
Yes, Rohitji. So I decided that I don't want to make one chart for 2024 and tell everyone this is going
Yes.
to happen because
Hmm.
I have also seen I was thinking about my horoscope and I follow some of the fellow astrologers and I thought maybe I will see, but I couldn't see such kind of.
This was more small than our weekly. Some astrologers that put more small than our weekly.
No, it's okay. Everyone has their own style. But yes, today we will talk about yearly horoscope in detail.
And sign
2024.
wise, every video will be for different sign or
Yeah,
ascendant.
this is for Aries ascendant.
Okay.
The whole video is for Aries ascendant, and later on we can do other ascendants as well. So, Reggie, let's start.
Yes.
Here we can go. You can see January. This is how the yearly horoscope and January monthly starts for you. So, Rohitji, everyone who will subscribe and share the video will get can get a free yearly consultation. And there is a very simple wealth yantra in the end of the video, which if we do in the beginning of the year only, it is going to be good. The year 2024 starts with good luck, and that good luck is Jupiter turning direct into Aries. If you see Jupiter is in the first house, aspecting the fifth house of education, aspecting the seventh house of relationships, and ninth house of destiny, was retrograde. Now, from 31st of December onwards, it becomes direct, giving you very good results because Jupiter is a very pious planet. And here it rules two important houses, the ninth house and the 12th house. So, number one, good news for Aries ascendant people is those who want to go abroad. It is the best time for you. Your Lagna Lord is now going to give you very good results. And those who are in abroad, already those who are outside, it will start giving you very good results. Not Lagna Lord, but Jupiter sitting in the first house because it is the second house from the 12th. That means gains in foreign countries
Oh.
and aspecting the ninth house, Rohitji, that is going to a foreign country. So both the things together. Now, January 2nd, another thing which was an issue for Aries ascendant people is Mercury. Mercury was retrograde. Now it turns direct in your eighth house.
Again,
Here,
good news.
again, good news because it's already made a Viprit Rajyog. It gave you some kind of issues also, and if it was not getting direct, it would have been a lot of problems in communication, especially in the partnership area in related to partners. So it will become direct in Scorpio, and again, good news for all the people of Aries ascendant. Like two good news, like as soon as the year starts, especially the communication related, the health related things will become very better for Aries ascendant people in the beginning of the year.
Beginning.
Then we talk about Mercury will enter into Sagittarius. Here you can see Mercury going. I have kept it both, half at half Scorpio, half Sagittarius because it is going into Sagittarius on 7th of January. Here, Rohitji, Mercury is the stepson of Jupiter.
Hmm.
So entering into father's house and in the house of father and making a conjunction with Venus is going to be extremely beneficial, Rohitji, because
Hmm.
later on Venus also enters into Sagittarius. But Mercury coming here also gives you a signal about your communication, and because it aspects from the ninth house, it will aspect to the third house. So it gives again a signal related to communication, related to your destiny. So maybe with this current planetary positions and everything being very very favorable for you, in fact Rahu and Ketu sitting in Dushtana very favorable for you, Saturn in the own house in direct motion very favorable for you, Jupiter in the Lagna especially ruling your wisdom, and Mercury coming in the ninth house of higher learning, which is also the Karaka of education. So Ruiji, it is a very good news for all the Aries ascendant people.
Hmm.
Sun enters into Capricorn, being the biggest festival in the beginning of the year. It is called Makar Sankranti. When it enters into Makar, that means into the sign of his sun. Sun
Hmm.
enters the sign of his sun. Very good. And the
And this
10th
is
house.
I think this is a month when son is going to the house of father, and here his
Yes,
father is coming to the house of sun, because Mercury
exactly.
is going for Jupiter and sun is going to Saturn.
Yes, exactly. So this is so beautiful. So Sun enters into the 10th house. So the fifth house lord in the 10th house means there is going to be some good creative um,
Hmm.
karma in your work area. The work area becomes very, very beautiful for you. Some good news for people who are looking for work, may get good work, or those who want to change their job. Extremely good time for them.
Hmm.
Later, in the end of the month, that is around 20th of January, Venus will enter into Sagittarius. Here, Venus is the second house and the seventh house lord. That means it's a maraka. And getting into this house has little bit of trouble here, which we have all have to acknowledge, and that is related to father. Related
Hmm.
to father. Huh? Be careful about father's health. Overall, it gives you a struggle in your relationship as well, because it is sitting third from the seventh house. So again, be careful about your relationships. Mercury is here; it is going to take care of your communication, but still be careful about your relationship. That is what how January looks for all the Aries ascendant people for 2024. We are also going to cover each and every transit in detailed way, but this is just a synopsis of the whole year of 2024. In the end of the video, we are also talking about simple wealth yantra, but before that, we talk about February, Rohitji. Now, February, what happens in February? Very beautiful February again starts with Mercury entering into Capricorn, into the 10th house. So that means here, if you have got a job, if you are looking for a job, here good news again happens to you, because Mercury is a very good friend of Saturn. And coming and sitting here means your communication in your work area becomes very, very good.
Hmm.
But not so soon, Rohitji.
Hmm.
5th of February only, Mars enters Capricorn and gets exalted here. That means again, status, your courage at your work area, your status becomes very extremely good. But because it puts debilitated aspect on the fourth house, you have to be careful about mother, your home, and especially driving vehicles, because this is where it can create some problem in February, on February 5th of 2024 onwards.
This can also be a case if Mars goes exalted in 10th house. That may be due to you got very good opportunity in office and you need to go somewhere on the tour, or you have to leave your house. So
Yes,
this is
Luigi, there are two things. Either you can get good inheritance, either you can get good bonuses from your office, because
Hmm.
it is the Lagna Lord as well as the 8th house Lord getting exalted in the 10th house. So,
Yes.
yes, very good time for the things you mentioned, as well as very good times to get some very good gains from your work area.
Hmm.
February 12th is when Venus will enter into Capricorn. Now, Venus entering Capricorn is another good news, because Venus extreme good friend of Saturn, and in Saturn's chart, in both the Saturns, Capricorn and Aquarius, Venus is a yoga karka. Here, coming to the 10th house brings lot of peace and lot of happiness in your money area, in your finance
Hmm.
area, which is the owner of the second house. So gains on in finance through career. And the seventh house, that is, it is going to give you a lot of inner peace, because it is fourth from the seventh. It is coming fourth from the seventh. That means it will give a lot of inner peace to through your partnerships or through partners or spouses. So very good time. Later, 13th of February, Sun will enter into Aquarius, into the 11th house with his sun. That is,
Hmm.
Saturn and Sun will make a conjunction here. Now, Sun entering into Aquarius, especially the fifth house lord in the 11th house, aspecting the fifth house is good news to. It's not bad news. Remember, when Sun and Saturn are together, no, not at all bad news. It is good news, because Sun and Saturn together will make sure that the aspect on the fifth house is going to be very good in terms of speculative gains, education, and creativity. Sun, when it will look at its own house, your creativity will shine. Exactly, that's what it means.
And especially if you see the Aries chart for the first few months, especially Jan and Feb, you see the most of the planets are in the rising sun part, this
Yeah.
part, and this is the most good part. You see, all that
Tenth
part is
house.
almost empty other than this Rahu.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tenth
who is there
house.
in sixth house? Ketu.
Kids.
Ketu, yes. All
Yeah.
planets are there.
Yeah. 10th house, 11th house, very, very good. All the planets are here. So, lot of career, lot of ups and downs in careers, especially ups only, and lot of gain, achieving lot of gains during this period. So, very good. 20th of February, Mercury will enter into Aquarius. Again, very good time. The third house lord, the sixth house lord in the 11th house. You have to just be careful about your health and especially leg area because 11th house is the leg, the calf area, the knee area. So you have to be careful about that place because it is sixth house lord and six from sixth. We have to understand that this is small, small issues in your life, but overall your communication in your social circle, in your friend circle becomes very good. You earn a lot of reputation, lot of good wishes, and lot of money also through communication and through networking. So again, February is going to be extremely good, especially your lagna lord being exalted is the highlight of this month.
And
Mm.
especially before you start March, I will request you. I was thinking of this thing from so many days, or you can say month, but I was unable to say that. Whole year is important. From Jan to Feb, there is 365. You don't know when you get opportunity, when there will be some bad day also. But the one day for which every person waited in their whole life, maybe a kid or a big person, that is a birthday date. That is the most important date. You cannot skip that day. So I request you to, if you can, make some package with your team, that if someone take consultation on birthday especially, because this is the most important day. And I know that our kul pandits in village and everywhere, they said that Rohit, your gray always change, planet always change from birthday to birthday. This is a day when everything changes immediately. Good time start or something can happen. So I think
Yeah,
this is the best thing but we can do for our family members.
good idea, Ruji. We will put birthday special and we will give consultation to people as soon as their birthday approaches.
Approaches.
And every first of year, first of month, we can put a small advertisement saying that birthday special. You can
Yes.
book if you have birthday in the month of. Yeah, very good, good idea. We will implement that immediately.
Okay.
Yes, Rohiji. Moving on to March.
March.
Now look at the 11th house, 12th house. It's completely, completely all
Oh.
the planets are there. March of 7th, Mercury enters into Pisces and becomes debilitated. Now, here, challenge. Third house lord in the 12th house, so there can be some losses through your communication.
Mm.
Make sure. Sixth house lord in the 12th house debilitated. Yes, in terms of court cases, in terms of enemies, in terms of debts, things are looking good. But expenses will also be on the rise because it is the 12th house, and especially it will be making a conjunction with Rahu here. So
Hmm.
be careful about speaking. Be careful about any kind of being any kind of over secretive during this period, but in a good way. Mercury and Rahu, both energy are very beautiful. When they are together, things will become better only. But in illusion you can make the wrong communication. This is what you have to
Hmm.
be careful of.
Hmm.
March 7th, 2024, Venus will enter into Aquarius. Now, Venus enters into your 11th house. Again, the second house owner, seventh house owner in the 11th house means again gains from your partnerships and increase in money, increase in monetary, increase in. So, money will increase. Mercury is sitting in the 12th house to make sure the expenses are on rise. So, extremely careful. It does not mean that if you get the money, immediately spend it. That is how you
Hmm.
have to be careful about it. Later on, Sun will enter into Pisces. Okay. Now, Sun and Rahu are together, Rohitji. Okay. This means that whenever Sun and Rahu are together, what happens? Solar eclipse. When will it happen? It will happen next month because Sun will then attain the proper degree to get into solar eclipse zone. But
Hmm.
here, Sun has entered. That means somehow energy of Rahu, energy of Sun will be together with Mercury. So be a little bit of careful, because again the fifth house lord in the 12th house can give you one significance, that you can go to a foreign country for studies. You can go to foreign country for some kind of hobby, or being happy, or tour, right? As a tourist. But again, careful, right? Careful, because it is with Rahu. Mars will enter into Aquarius. That means it ends exaltation and enters into Aquarius on 15th of March. Now, Aquarius is a sign, Lagna Lord in the 11th house, again a very auspicious time for gaining a lot of money. But Mars will come very close with Saturn. So here, both the energies are not extremely favorable together. It becomes exalted in the sign of Capricorn, but when Mars and Saturn are together, they are more foes over friends. So
Yes,
be
because
yeah,
this is also a house of wishes coming true. So when Lagnesh is coming here, definitely you can go for more big wishes because Saturn is also here, and Mars Saturn together will be Angarak Yog type, not
yeah,
bad
yeah.
thing.
And the main thing is that here discipline has to be maintained. Mars
Very
is an impulsive planet. The problem is that Mars will give you a lot of impulsive actions in your social area, in your area, and Saturn wants discipline. So both the
and Saturn
energies
say go slow, go slow.
yeah. So you have to be balanced. That is how astrology works, right? You know in beforehand that, oh, this is going to happen.
Hmm.
So be careful about it. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Finally, Mercury says that, okay, thank you so much. I am going to Aries on March 26th, and ends the debilitation period. That means it is a very favorable time, Rohitji, because the third house lord is in the first house. And especially if you count in Bhavat Bhavam principle, third house lord is sitting 11th from itself. That means this is a time of extreme gains through communication, and especially your own self effort will be at the highest peak in March of 2024. And that is when, after 26th of March. Later on, and another auspicious thing, Mars happens is that Venus enters into Pisces, again getting exalted with Rahu. Whenever Venus gets in Pisces and gets exalted, Luigi, it is a time of here Maraka is getting exalted in the 12th house. So not very auspicious or very bad. It is going to be very neutral, because Venus here will give you very good results only if you are in a foreign country. If you're
Oh,
in the home country, then it may give you a little bit of negative results, as if like some trouble in relationships, or some money wise it's going to be good. Relationship wise there's going to be trouble, but money wise it is going to be good. Again, the second house sitting in the 11th from itself, if you count from the second house, 11th house is the 12th house. Here it will be sitting and getting exalted. That means money will come. Money will make money during this period. So
and
2020, yeah,
this is because a house of you can say foreign travels, foreign house. So we can say that 31st March in fact is a date when most of the kids finish exams in India and the results also out, so maybe they go for the foreign tour also. If not they are in foreign country, they can spend
maybe
there,
yeah.
go for a foreign tour.
It's not only foreign, the 12th house, it's also long distance journey, it's also spirituality. It is
Ritual.
also, so a lot of spiritual transformation can happen, because Rahu is
Also,
sitting.
people will go to Sai Baba, Vaishno Devi. All people go in March and April. So I think better to spend there and go.
Yeah, exactly. So good time for pilgrimage in simple ways, because Jupiter is also in the first house, aspecting your fifth, seventh, and ninth house. So
Hmm.
ninth house is again pilgrimage, and Jupiter's ninth drishti means ninth aspect means pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
So good time for pilgrimage. Again, that should come in April, because April what happens? Mercury again becomes retrograde in Aries. 2nd of April. See, if you see back, it entered 26th of March in Aries and suddenly became retrograde here. So now, again, you have to understand that when the planet becomes retrograde, the energy becomes inward. So be very careful of your communication. That is what you need to understand during this period. 8th of April, there is a total solar eclipse, because Sun will be very close, extremely close to Rahu and transiting into Aries. But before that, it will become, there will be a solar eclipse. 9th of April, Mercury will again enter into Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. Mercury enters into Pisces. Now, what happens, Rohitji, here is called a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. And double Raj Yoga is created by Mercury because it makes a Viprit Raj Yoga as well, going into the 12th house.
Hmm.
So Viprit Raj Yoga as well as Neej Bhang Raj Yoga. So make the best of it, especially in terms of spirituality, in terms of travel, in terms of pilgrimage. This is where, Rohitji, your term comes that yes, pilgrimage happens. Many people go because
Hmm.
this is the time to attain quite good blessings of God.
Hmm.
Later, 13th of April, as we know, this is the best period in the year because the king becomes exalted. The king is in proper Aries sign in the first house, exalted with Jupiter, and it's very, very powerful here. Lot of wisdom, lot of happiness it restores for Aries ascendant people. Mostly for Aries ascendant, April is the best month. Everyone on this planet who are Aries, April is the best month because your fifth house lord, that is the lord of your destiny, becomes exalted.
Hmm.
So very good time in terms of education, in terms of starting new ventures, in terms of being a very positive, with a positive approach, it will be good for you. Mars will enter into Pisces, Rohitji, that is in the 12th house. So Lagna Lord in the 12th. Anyways, this is how God works, right? Your sun is exalted, your Mars goes in the 12th, Lagna Lord goes in the 12th house. No problem. At least sun is exalted in the first house, so your personality will be very good. But if your Lagna Lord is in the 12th house, there is especially losses due to your impulsive nature. So in April, make sure there is no bad impulsive nature. Otherwise, you will have trouble because it is also getting conjunct with Rahu. And Rahu and Mars, oh, together they are like, I know it is said in the Lal Kitab, in the Red Book, that Mars is elephant. And sorry, Rahu is elephant and Mars is Mahavat, the guy who rides the elephant. So Rahu always gets under control of Mars. But here, yes, you have to be careful, in terms
And
of how
one
Rahu
more
acts.
beautiful combination here is coming when Mars will come to Pisces, that there is a exchange of house between Jupiter and Mars.
Yeah.
Jupiter has gone to Mars house and Mars has come to Jupiter's house. This is
But
very
Rohit, not so soon because Jupiter has already put all his power. See, it is on the edge now of Aries and Taurus. So it is
correct.
already in the third nakshatra. It is already going into Taurus. So
Hmm.
unfortunately, till the time Mars attains some degree, it will already be gone in Taurus. So
Hmm.
unfortunately, not exactly exchange of houses, but
Hmm.
yes, somehow they are both. They do not have any enmity between themselves. So
Yes.
not a big problem. April 24th, Venus will enter into Aries. It will come into the first house. Again, second house, Lord, 12th from itself. Be careful. It has stopped, completed its exaltation, and now come into the first house. Here, it can create some kind of ups and downs in terms of your money. Okay, as well as your relationships, on the other hand, will become very good because the being in the Lagna, it aspects the seventh house. So, relationship can be good. That means you will get a lot of family support during this period. Mercury will turn direct into Pisces. Okay, finally, it is debilitated, makes a Viprit Rajyog, as well as puts an exalted aspect on the sixth house. Very good in terms of deaths, enemies, diseases. It is going to tackle everything, but still in the 12th house, try to be as spiritual in your communication. Make sure you do not do anything negative for anyone else during this period. Otherwise, Mercury will go crazy and which is sitting with Rahu because it is completely into illusion and it can create trouble to you. Later on in May, 1st of May only, Rohitji. That's what I was saying, right, Rohitji? Here, see, when does Mars enter Pisces? 23rd of April, right?
23rd.
And see, 1st of May is when
Oh,
Jupiter.
within 7 8 days, yes.
That's why I was saying that it is in very close proximity to enter into Taurus.
So this is the
That's
first biggest transit of
in
this year.
2024.
Yes.
Biggest ever transit, especially Rohitji, because I know it is a little bit of bad news, but the aspect of Saturn it was controlling two major aspects of Saturn. That is the debilitated aspect on the ascendant, Jupiter
Hmm.
was controlling, and the seventh aspect on the fifth house, it was controlled by Jupiter. Because Jupiter was, first of all, sitting in the first house and
Hmm.
then affecting these places. So now, unfortunately, here is where there will be a little bit of challenge in terms of you completely becoming very shaken during May of 2024, when the aspect of Saturn is 100% now potent. It will start giving you very results according to your karma. See, if you have to be scared when you have done wrong things, then
But
Rohit,
I think Akashji, this is where you see the predictions on YouTube. That is okay. We see so many things, but this is where the work of astrologer begins. Because if you, according to a chart, take consultation and precautions before it, Jupiter changes house, maybe you get some precautions that you do from Jan to March to May, and you get prepared for this thing, because you are right that Saturn now, when see the Lagna, there is nobody to protect. There is nobody to protect. Gurudev is protecting from 1 year. Now nobody to protect this house.
no, you are very you. I am very 100%. You are right. So this is the time that decision making will be a very big issue for all the
So
Aries.
this is, even I am the one of the person who take consultation from you for this 2024, because I want to plan, and lots of people already take this opportunity. 2024 yearly horoscope, what team launched because of this thing, because in before even mid Gurudev when moved Jupiter, so Saturn will become violent now, because he has a full right to do anything there. So it's again recommended that 2024 yearly horoscope, take this consultation before the year starts, so you can plan your 2024 with remedies. This is important.
Right, Ruji, but it's okay. We are still discussing here, and I think it will be more or less. Yeah, it depends on your dasha, antardasha, your current placement of Saturn, and so many things. But yes, overall, if you see, May 1st, Jupiter will enter into Taurus. That means it has entered into the sign of Venus. Where
Hmm.
it is not comfortable. Jupiter is not very comfortable here. Jupiter aspects will be very good. The aspect will go now move to your fifth house, or to your sixth house, to your
Hmm.
eighth house, and to your 10th house. Aspects
Hmm.
are very good, no problem in aspects, but yes, the placement, Jupiter is not very comfortable. And Rohit, just after this, that means Jupiter, wherever it sits, gives expansion also. So here there can be expansion in bank balance, but still, Jupiter is not very favorable here.
Because the Dev Guru, the Guru of Devtas going to the Guru of Demon's house, maybe not
Exactly.
very comfortable, because situation is not according to him. He's Dev Guru, spiritual person, and Venus, the luxurious. So
Yeah.
yes,
So
there is bit of things.
bit of discomfort for Jupiter in 2024,
Hmm.
not like 2023. It is bit of discomfort, but again, moving on, May 10, Mercury enters into Aries. Now here, Mercury finally ends its debilitation, enters into Aries. That is Lagna Lord, third house Lord in the 11th house will give you very good results through your communication, through your speech, because Jupiter is also in the second house now.
Hmm.
Jupiter in the second house, Luigi, will enhance your speech, will make your family larger. That means there can lot of children be born during this period. Also, on the other hand, the aspect of Jupiter on your sixth house will make sure that your routine, everything is good. But if you have any kind of diseases, they will expand. So unfortunate for people who have very bad kind of problems, health problems, they might feel more burdened during this period. Jupiter aspect on the eighth house, again, Rohiji, here it can expand what you say your knowledge for sure, but on the other hand, it can also create some trouble, some ups and downs in your life. And Jupiter aspect in the 10th house, the ninth aspect, Rohiji, can give you a very boost in your career. So Jupiter aspects are very good, but again, the
One point
concept.
I want to understand here, that ninth aspect, what you talked of, this is a debilitated aspect of Jupiter, because
Yeah,
in 10th it goes debilitated in set Capricorn. So it
but
will
still,
make
Rohiji,
some
no,
difference.
No, it will not make, because Jupiter aspects have been by Parashara. He writes that Jupiter's aspect are just like honey. Keep it
Okay,
for hundreds of years, it will not go bad. Same with
okay,
Jupiter aspect, even on the most negative part in your chart, can give you positive results. So just imagine in your career area, why will Jupiter, being the most benefic planet, even putting a debilitated aspect, will try to improve that house only, not try to create
okay,
problems.
okay.
Sun will enter into Taurus, making a conjunction with Jupiter. So here, Sun enters into the second house. The Lagna Lord enters, exactly 10th from itself. So again, rise in career. There's going to be some growth in career. Financially, you will grow. On the other hand, if you see Venus will enter into Taurus, again, Venus is now here to welcome Jupiter, saying that, hey, Jupiter, what's up? Welcome to my house. So unfortunately, those both energies are not very happy together, but it is what it is. Jupiter has to transit like every year, so it is going to be traveling here also. Venus enters into Taurus in this own house. It gives you really good benefits in terms of your achieving something through your speech or getting your money
When
status high.
two gurus will sit together in the same house and say, let's plan something. Okay.
Let's plan something, or let I will not let you do this. This is what Venus will say to Jupiter. But still, I think Venus in this own house will not create any trouble.
No, 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 no.
Mercury, on the other hand, will enter into Taurus. So see, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Everyone is getting into Taurus to torture Jupiter. Jupiter will say, I have just come here, not even taken like some charge of the house, and everyone is coming here. I have to control them.
Everyone, everyone,
Yeah,
everyone
so
is there.
unfortunately, the third house lord is 12th from itself. So communication losses, 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 money, spending a lot of money, trouble in family, lot of misunderstanding in family can happen in the month of May, especially after 19th of May. So you
Hmm.
have to be careful till the time Mercury again transits. Now, Rohitji, in June, what happens? Mars will enter into Aries. So Mars comes into the own house. That means Lagna Lord is extremely powerful now, sitting in the Lagna, the in Mool Trikon sign. It is very Mool Trikon sign for him.
Hmm. Hmm.
So great way that he's controlling everything. But still, good news is that 12th of June, Venus will enter into Gemini. Very positive place. Start giving you a lot of gains from your speech, from money you have invested. Good news for all the Aries. June is a good month. Mercury enters into Gemini, into the own house, making a conjunction with Venus, especially see 12th June, 14th June, 15th June. Venus, Mercury, Sun, all three are in Gemini, making a very powerful yoga. That means
Hmm.
if Venus and Mercury are together, it is very creative yoga. And third house is the house of communication. Especially the fifth house lord is sitting 11th from itself in the third house. It will be very good gains. Fame, those people who are waiting for the right break for fame, this is the time that you will get fame. Later on, Rohitji, this does not last. Nothing lasts, right? Everything is temporary. Same way, Mercury enters into Cancer, into the fourth house. Here, it again gives you gains from communication, because the third house lord is sitting one house ahead, and especially in the house of father. So here you get gains, gains especially in terms of your real estate or your vehicles. This is the right time for people of Aries ascendant to buy some vehicle in 2024.
But I
Now,
think June will be also with a month of very, disciplined month. They need to keep there is people because when Mars will go to the first house on sign Mool Trikon, he come direct into eye of Saturn, direct in the surveillance of Saturn. What you are doing, how you are doing, ethically, right time, hard work. Now they have to achieve everything. You are under the scanner of Saturn. You see, this is very important month for them.
but Rohitji, in a positive way, if you see, Saturn gets retrograde also end of the month. Saturn gets
Oh,
retrograde 30th of June. So
again.
Mars comes here, and Mars shows a lot of power that I am in my house, my rules. Who's
Hmm.
aspecting me? Saturn, you get retrograde. Do not aspect me so much. So this is also what happens. So very good, Rohit. If you see, Saturn is going to be retrograde here. That means it will give you time to again repair and time to reconsider your actions. That is why Saturn becomes a retrograde. Rohit.
Again, the second big event of the year 2024 is Saturn going retrograde, because it goes for 180, or I think so many days it goes
Yeah,
retrograde.
240 days,
Oh,
um, 5 months,
5 months, I think. 180 days, I think.
150 days. Sorry, yeah,
150,
140.
180 days like this.
140 days to be precise. 141 days. Saturn goes retrograde. Yeah, sorry,
Hmm.
but yes, it is going to get retrograde. It is crazy time for Aries ascendant. Very good time, by the way, because lot of burden from the ascendant comes down. Lot of burden from the fifth house comes down. Lot of burden from the eighth house comes down. So very good, no problem at all. Let Saturn be retrograde. This is the time of reconsidering your actions.
I
Yes,
think
yeah,
this is a time when they get extreme result in profession area, because Saturn is the honor of 10,000, 11,000. Either you will do so much good. This is a appraisal time around May, June. You will get lots of things because both 10th and 11th house is
but
affected
really,
here.
those who are going through Sadhisati, and especially the second
Oh,
phase of Sadhisati, it's going to be very difficult
very
because they
difficult.
will not
Don't change even you don't get appraisal. Don't change.
even they will not get their job. What you say? Oh, but even they will not be able to complete their goals because Saturn becomes makes things very slow here. So
Yes.
unfortunately, those people who are going through Sadhisati will be trouble. But otherwise, it's very pleasant, Saturn getting retrograde here.
I'm happy,
And
Akashi. I know you know one thing. Maybe I not talk to you because of your busy schedule. I was talking to the team, and you know what they tell me? I am very happy to tell you. They are preparing one Sadhasati package, that people who do mistakes in the period of Sadhasati, changing a job and doing these things, they said we get lots of mail regarding this. So we together, without telling Akash, I'm telling you on air, we are making Sadhasati package. Those who are going to through Sadhasati, take this package. Okay, hats off to you. Keep working. So I explained you, and this secret is now no more secret. You can ask team.
no, yeah, good because a lot of people do a lot of silly mistakes in Sadhisati, especially like
Sadhasati.
changing a job.
I lost everything. Sadhasati second phase.
Yeah, so it's okay. Everyone has their own destiny. Astrology will just save you, right? That's it. That's it.
Hmm.
So Saturn gets retrograde on 30th of June. This is the second biggest event of 2024. Moving on to July. Now, July, Venus enters into Cancer, into the fourth house. Now,
Hmm.
Venus is the, again, here, Venus will start or put a little bit of trouble related to your communications in your family area.
Hmm.
But in the area related to your spouse, you will get a lot of status, like a lot of good news from your spouse area. So, or partnerships, there is going to be extreme wealth pouring in from partnerships during this period. Mars will
Hmm.
enter into Taurus, saying Jupiter that why did you come from Aries to Taurus? Why are you not comfortable here also? And Mars is also not comfortable here. But Mars in the second house, the Lagnesh has to be very nice to everyone, right? So he will come and console Jupiter. On the other hand, it will say that okay, let's give this person little bit of funds so that at
Hmm.
least money comes in and he feels better about it. So all the best, guys. You are going to receive some good money during the month of July. Sun will enter into Cancer again, Rohitji. Now, fourth house. Here, a challenging period for mother, for vehicles, for any kind of transaction of property, vehicles. Very challenging period because the fifth house lord is sitting 12th from itself, can create some kind of trouble. So make sure that no big decisions related to real estate or vehicles or your health of your mother or some operation of your mother should be taken during this time. July
Hmm.
19th, Mercury will enter into Leo. Now, here Mercury enters into Leo and it will create all the drama now again for being retrograde. But, anyways, Mercury enters into Leo. The third house Lord is now second from itself, third from itself, sorry. Here, communication related to children, communication related to your education. In fact, education also uh, gives you, like, in fact, this is also receiving the debilitated sorry the retrograde aspect of Saturn here. So if you're
Hmm.
into discipline during this period, it will be good. Otherwise, Mercury will be extremely, your third house is the house of difficulty. So Mercury sitting third from third can give difficulty in terms of your making decisions related to education.
But sixth house lord is also going 12th from itself.
That's why
Mercury.
I'm saying it is trouble. It is
Oh.
trouble. Both the places it is trouble. It is not a very good place for Mercury to be. If in
Hmm.
your natal chart also Mercury is here, it will give you a lot of struggle in starting up things, in creative pursuits, and in things related. Only spirituality wise, it will give you very good results.
Okay.
Otherwise, money wise also, it will give you a little bit of difficult results.
There can be a problem related to kids also because this is kids' house, or if this is some kids' chart, then it can be problem related to studies or admissions.
Studies, exactly. And you will have some kind of, if it's a parent's chart, it will be trouble from kids. Some
Hmm.
trouble news from kids can happen.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
31st of July, Venus will enter into Leo, Rohitji. Now, Venus enters into Leo again. The second house lord is one, two, three, fourth from itself. It again restores money, wealth. So, I think God has a lot of good plan. One planet starts going giving you good bad results. Suddenly, the second planet comes and starts giving you very good results. And especially
Hmm.
wealth for Aries ascendant people, if by chance in your natal chart also Venus is in the fifth house, that means they will become extremely wealthy because it is fourth from the second house and 11th from the seventh house. So very good, Rohitji. They will
Hmm.
have real estate, they will have good cars, they will have luxury, they will get a very loving wife. A lot of disclaimer here, lot of factors matter. But yes, in many cases, very good wife, very good husband, and luxury through them.
And
This
those
is
who are looking for love, they will get love.
these who are looking for love can come to me. I have a lot of love to give you. Yeah, here love also becomes a big part of your life. Very good, Rohit. Thank you for pointing out love and especially romance. New romance can start here. Those who are divorced and looking for getting married again, they can find very good peace, success here. So overall, Rohit, it is a very good time for everyone for Aries
Yes, good
ascendant.
time for everyone, but still I say this is a big red line that these are the generic predictions. You know, maybe Akash you were telling is not implemented on somebody's chart due to their Mahadasha, Antardasha or anything. So it's always advisable to take a personal consultation, especially for 2024. Why we are saying we are making this yearly thing, but again we are saying plan your 2024, lots of things happening, so you must know the remedies what I need to do for July in January advance. So send your details on the mail ID or WhatsApp number given below, and you will have a video consultation like me and Akash ji sitting together. This is very good opportunity.
They can also click on the WhatsApp link in the description. That is
Yes.
also going to bring them directly. They have to not dial anything. So if you see down, there is a link here. You can click it.
Okay.
Anyways, Rohitji, moving on to August. Where is August?
Hmm.
Now here, I told you the drama begins. Mercury again becomes retrograde in Leo. It will become retrograde. Start going to the fourth house. Lot of again trouble in your education, communication, children. It will keep continuing. So be careful during this period not to make very major decisions in terms of these areas. Sun enters into Leo. That means now the king is coming to its own house in Aries ascendant. Extremely
Hmm.
good period in terms of getting money or starting new things. August 16 can be a start date of very, very new ventures that you're planning for. You should plan over the year and come and start in August of 16. August 22nd, Mercury will enter into Cancer in reverse motion, that means in retrograde motion. And here, entering into Cancer means again there will be some very, for a very short period, there will be some gains from your communication.
Hmm.
But still, you have to be careful because this can be go vice versa also because of Mercury being retrograde. So do not make any hasty decision in terms of your mother's health, in terms of your real estate, or in terms of your vehicles during this period.
Hmm.
August 26th, Oji, Mars enters into Gemini. Now Mars, the Lagna Lord, is sitting third from itself. That means your courage will be at peak. You will be extremely courageous during this period. But that courage, because Mars is an impulsive planet, that courage can become your biggest enemy. Make
Hmm.
sure that all the decisions that you take is through your brain, not through your rush of your blood or heat of the moment. Think about it. Think about your brain because Lagna Lord sitting third from itself also brings hardships. So we don't
Hmm.
want hardships. We want our personal ideas to become very beautiful for us, but not with hardships. Okay. 25th of August 2024, Venus enters into Virgo. Now, here again, little bit of bad news for August month because Venus gets debilitated here.
Hmm.
Especially with Ketu. Ketu is not very close conjunct to Venus in the beginning, but yes, later they will come in close conjunct. But here it becomes debilitated.
Hmm.
Your second house, that means the house of your money, the house of your relationships is debilitated, and especially the seventh house lord is sitting 12th from itself. That means lot of problem in your relationships. Health
Hmm.
wise, relationships, stomach, lower abdomen areas, food poisoning, your routine all getting haywire. All these things you can expect when Venus enters into Virgo. Not a very good thing for Maraka to become extremely weak. So unfortunately, this is how planets act, right? Every planet will be Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. That means it will become create something for you, it will preserve something for you, and it will destroy something for you. This is how God has created the world.
Hmm.
Later on, Mercury will turn direct into Mars will enter into Gemini, yes, August 26th, and later on, Mercury turns direct in Cancer. Now, Mercury turning direct into Cancer is another good news because
Hmm.
Mercury will again start giving you good results. 11th from the sixth house and second from the third house. Money follows. This is the time you can take decisions. 29th August onwards, in terms of you want to take some vehicle, if you want to take some property, this is the right time for you in August.
Hmm.
Moving on to September 4th, Mercury will enter into Leo. Now Mercury comes to the fifth house, enters Leo in very good position, going forward, forward, forward. Remember few times ago what happened? Mercury and Venus are always close to each other, so they were in the 12th house making a Viprit Raj, right? Now here they're not making a Viprit Rajya, but then again very soon, in matter of 5 7 days they will be apart and they will be Venus goes out of debilitation into the seventh house, own house, and Mercury becomes exalted. But before that,
This
Sun,
this
yeah,
this transit of Mercury indicates one thing, I think, which is very important to know, that third house lord is going to fifth house. That means if you are a YouTuber or social media or anything regarding communication, you will be more creative in this time. You can be plan very good, but in other way, sixth house lord goes 12 from itself, so it shows that you should not be over creative, that you can create problems or enemies for yourself.
exactly, enemies for yourself as well as not take debt, not take
Oh.
money, not take debt because then you will have difficulty in paying the debt. So that's why see the planet has a very much. It was in the fourth house, Rohitji, Cancer. It entered into Leo. That means you must have bought. You will buy some kind of vehicle or some kind of luxury item during this period, and then that debt will come and haunt you. This is what it will.
Okay.
During signing of the debt loan, we feel very happy that wow, it is approved. But when
Yes.
paying the EMI, you feel like all your part of the bodies are coming out. This is how it what it means. Sun will enter into Virgo 16th of September. That means the fifth house lord into the sixth house. Gains from your children, gains from creative sources, gains from your business, gains from your love affairs and everything. So very good, Rohit. Very good. Venus ends its debilitation on 18th of September and enters into Libra. Here, Venus in Libra gives very good results because it is Maraka sitting in Maraka house. Only be careful about your health, that is, especially your urine area, because this is the time of UTI, urinary tract infection, and so many things. Because understand that Venus still has the aura of Ketu, it has come just from Ketu, and Ketu in the sixth house can give you some trouble related to lower this whole year lower abdomen area will be a trouble for you. There will be what we say, there will be a lot of gas problem, this and that, and so many things that will happen to you. September 23rd, Mercury will become exalted. Here, the third house lord becomes exalted in the sixth house. Not a very good place of exaltation, but still, it is very powerful. That means this is the time that if you are applying for some debt, good for you, you will get debt. Enemies will not try to harm you. On top of that, there is going to be good news in terms of your what you say work area. Some kind of good news can come from your work area, especially because this Mercury also receives the aspect of Jupiter from your second house. This Mercury also, no, Jupiter also gives aspect to the 10th house. So there is a combination of both the houses. So good for you. But
So I think
Mercury
this
puts really a debilitated aspect on the 12th house. This is a problem concern because there where Rahu is sitting. So it can create some problem if you're in a foreign country. Yes,
this
Rohit.
September month is all planets coming to the most of sixth house or aspecting sixth house. So sixth house is a highlight of this very cautious period for the Aries people, especially in
Yes, Rohit.
September. This is why this is
Especially in
where
terms,
consultation works, if you know
especially,
before you according to chart.
especially in terms of health and in terms of debt. Enemies wise, you will win, but you can make some headless decisions in your career area all throughout the year because of Ketu being in the sixth house of daily work and routine. So you can make headless decisions there. So be careful.
Hmm.
Later on, October, this is the time when we have to become extremely careful, not take any major decisions in October at all. Because there are three bad things happening. Number one, October 9th, Jupiter gets retrograde in Taurus. So the benefic planet becomes retrograde now. Here, specially related to your career, things specially related to debt, specially related to startups, not at all. No research work, nothing. Everything will work against you. Mercury will enter into Libra. This is good, third house lord in the seventh house. He here you can expect some good outcome from your relationships. Venus will enter into Scorpio, Rohiji. Here also, yeah, the Markesh entering one house. Good income from your in-laws or good things coming from your in-laws or from your wife. But 17th October onwards, it is a time of little bit of struggle because Rohiji number one is Sun will enter into Libra. Now here Sun becomes debilitated. The most Yogakarka planet of this chart is Sun, and Sun gets debilitated here. Fifth house Lord debilitated in the seventh house can create lot of disturbance in your relationships, love life, romance, children, money, all the factors. So we don't want any losses. Yes, because it is debilitated, it is also be putting an exalted aspect on your first house. So that means you will be courageous during this period, even if it is debilitated. But this courageous does not mean on the count of your relationship you become courageous and destroy yourself. So being careful is important. Mars will enter into Cancer, Rohitji. Now here Mars becomes debilitated. Lagna Lord debilitated. Yoga Karka debilitated. Jupiter retrograde. Bhagya Karka retrograde. So
I
just see
think
what.
that's what I am saying. The October month for Aries, what they people will do, your Lagnesh, yourself debilitated. Your sun, which is your creative part, and you always tell that the most important part for money, debilitated. Your Bhagesh, ninth house, debilitated. So here the work of astrologer starts. Because why we are saying people may take very lightly, oh, what we have to plan for 2024. See what happening in September and October for the Aries people. Now if you know this thing that October is so much, I say so much hard for Aries people. So you can take this consultation 2024 yearly horoscope, sit with Akashji and ask Akashji, please tell me how I can save myself in September and October, especially give me some remedies. And when you do starting these remedies from January onwards till October, it will be very less pressure on you. So always advisable to take this.
Anyways, Rohitji, here those who will subscribe the video and share will also get a free consultation. So why are we? Some winner will get it. I will announce it in the
This
weekly
is
video.
one out of the 100. But anybody, if people like me who are, Hindi, there is a word Vemi. He will definitely say, "Oh, my September, October." And I want to say, our nephew Om, he has a Aries ascendant. I am also concerned about him now. See what is happening in October.
Yeah, but good. There is no board exams before that. Only it happens.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Fortunately, Rohitji, Mercury enters into Scorpio, making a Viprit Rajyog for Aries ascendant on 29th of October. This is the only, again, Viprit Rajyog means trouble in the beginning, later you come out of that trouble.
yes.
So, yeah, unfortunately, this is not a very good month, October
No,
month
no, no.
for Aries ascendant. Moving on to November, Venus will enter into Sagittarius. So the seventh house lord goes into the Ninth house here creating a lot of trouble in, again. See, it is back to pavilion again, creating trouble in your relationships, communication problems in your relationship. So make sure that during this period communication is at good sense.
So we can say this situation is most tricky situation for Aries people or for the astrologers also. What happening here? Now the Dev Guru and the Demon Guru had exchanged the houses and watching each other from each other's houses.
Right.
You are keeping my house good. Okay, I will keep your house good. Don't do something in my house. I am in your house also. So this is the most tricky situation, I think.
Yes, Rohiji, tricky situation, but good situation. Don't worry, because Rohiji, things are becoming good for the best. Because
Oh,
Saturn turns direct into Aquarius also in the 11th house. So
God.
11th house is the house of gains. So all your goals that you were trying to achieve. Now this is the time that your goals will be achieved by you. Moving on to Mercury, that again retrogrades in Scorpio. Mercury has no other work. Every little time it will go move 2 3 houses
Retrograde.
retrograde, 2 3 houses retrograde. And once Mercury gets retrograde, two things become problem here: your daily work and routine, and your communication. That is the challenge, man. That is the challenge for Aries ascendant people. In December, Rohit ji, Venus enters into Capricorn. uh, Again, a 10th house, second house lord in the 10th house, restoring some money, getting some good money benefit for you. Mars retrogrades in Cancer, Rohit ji.
Oh,
Again, this Lagna lord is debilitated for a long
and
period of
now
time.
retrograde also.
It also, so will create a lot of trouble in your home area. But before it got retrograde, it was creating good impact on your career because of the exalted aspect of Mars on the 10th house. So career was good, but home environment and home peace was at compromised. That's why this is the problem. Sun will enter into Sagittarius finally. Sun has gone out, and Sun is now in the ninth house. Fifth house lord in the ninth house means fifth from the fifth. That means brings lot of destiny. Lot of destiny is going to be very beautiful for you during this period. Mercury turns direct into Scorpio again before the end of the year. Mercury will give you good news by turning direct into Scorpio on this December 16th, which will end the whole year by Venus entering into Aquarius. That means both the best friends, Saturn and Venus, are together. Venus, the second house lord, is in the 11th house. Before ending the year 2024, you will get some good money. See,
Yes,
money wise, Aries
second
ascendant
house
is
Lord in 11th house.
yeah.
Again, very good situation.
Money wise, Aries ascendant is very, very good. Later on, only relationship wise, this year is going to be a little bit of challenge. Finance wise, it's going to be very good. So, all the best. Now, Rohitji, this was what I was supposed to tell you. Now we are going to talk about yantra and some remedies. Before that, if you want to say something.
Yes, I was, part of this discussion between us for this 2024, and I want to say that this is okay, this is generic prediction. Don't go by it fully that, oh, this will implement on my chart, because every person has a different nakshatras, different mahadasha, antardasha. Things will change very fast. So this is advisable that so many people already take benefit of this package 2024 yearly horoscope. Just sit with Akash ji on a video consultation and tell him, please plan my 2020 from Jan to December. This is how you can do very good. Send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number, or you can go to our website also.
Yes, Rohitji. Moving on to yantra. Again, Rohitji, this is a yantra to activate wealth. It can be
Very
done in the beginning of the year also because Jupiter is direct. Here you need specific ingredients, that is sandalwood, turmeric, camphor, holy basil, musk, saffron, and gangajal. After mixing everything and making a paste out of it, you need a pomegranate stem, tree stem, and you have to make this yantra on a bhojpatra, especially in Sukla Paksh. That means when moon is waxing, and during the time of Hora of Venus, okay, for maximum impact. After that, this yantra can be put in a locker or in any kind of safe or in your wallet. Make sure
okay.
that wallet is not made out of leather, otherwise it will not work for you. This yantra is a sacred geometric design believed to harness the energy of Mahalakshmi, creating it with perfect specified ink and Mahalakshmi mantra Shreem during the auspicious hora of Venus amplifies its potency for attracting money and wealth. I've got a lot of requests of yantras. Those who want yantras, we have added a service on the website. If you want yantra, I will create it from my hand. Also, send you video of creating the yantra, so it is not like some fake yantra which we get
Oh,
on online.
very beautiful.
Yeah, so if you want, you can go and book yantra there, and then my team will give you directions of when and what time you will get the yantra. Moving on, Rohitji, remedies. So, general remedies for all the Aries ascendant people throughout the year to be followed is number one is worshipping Lord Hanuman. Lord
Hmm.
Hanuman is a very important deity for Aries ascendants. Chanting the mantra of Mars, Om Angarakai Namaha, regularly will help balance the energy of Mars, and observing fasts on Tuesdays
Tuesday.
considered auspicious. Tuesdays associated with Mars. This can be a form of self discipline and can help appeasing Mars. Also, donating red clothing or red lentils on Tuesday can be a way to balance the energy of Mars. I wish, and from the whole family of AC Astro, we wish that to every member of our family and to everyone in the world, may 2024 be a very auspicious, very, very beautiful year for you. And, God really, really blesses you during this period. And may you find the real motive of your life in 2024, the year of Saturn. Rohit.
Yes, the year 2023 was also, good year that we get so many family members, so much love we get across the world. Now 2024 again going to be a great year when we are uh, connecting with family members with yantras or with so many things with which we can serve the society and serve the astrology. This is a good thing. Thank you, Akashji, because this detailed horoscope which you have told will be benefit for all of people, but still I say go for your personal so you can plan personally. Thank you, Akashji, very much for
Thank
this
you.
uh, great analysis of this sign. We are waiting for the another 11 signs also. Thank you very much. Till then,
Yeah.
Jai Shri Ram, Jai
I would
Hanuman.
like to say before this that please subscribe so that you give us a lot of hope for next year. We'll be doing every mentioned planet's transit in detail so that you can make the right decision for your life.
Do subscribe and write Happy New Year in comments before the year starts. And I pray God to have blessings on all the family members of AC Astro.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Akashi. Thank you. Jai Shri
Jai
Ram.
Shri
Jai
Ram, Jai
Hanuman.
Hanuman,
Vande
Jai
Matam.
Mata, Jai Mahalakshmi.